Thank you for joining us today. I'm your host, Kevin Ekberg, and you're watching Window on the World. We're joined today by Pietro Pettinati from Italy. Pietro, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank
How
you
are you
for
today?
having me. I'm super fine, super fine.
Okay. So, how old are you?
I'm 23, almost 24.
Okay.
I'm turning 24 the day I leave, unfortunately.
What day is that?
December 12th.
Okay. Could you tell us a bit about your home country?
Yes, for sure. I live in a small village called Gallarate that is 30 minutes away from Milan, which is the main city around me. And I've always lived in that city for my whole life, except that I was birthed in Milan.
You were born in Milan?
Yeah, exactly.
Milan.
My family moved in Gallarate because my dad has a job opportunity there, so it was the best place to stay. Now I'm attending the university. It's called Università Cattolica del Sacro Cuore in Milan. My major is finance, economics and finance. So I'm really, really pleasant of going to that university.
Sure.
I love it, yeah.
So how many years have you gone to university back home?
I've attended that university for 3 years. Then I got my first degree, and after that I attended the master degree. It's not called master in Italy. We have a different division of university. So like 3 plus, this is the second year. So I'm starting the second year, but I'm here. So it should be 5, but 4.5.
Sure. And how do you say the educational systems compare?
It's really difficult to compare those because there are many. It's not similar, not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, because you have like 1 more year in the middle school, right? You got 4 years here.
Okay.
We got just 3. So once you go in the high school, you are already 1 year older here.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. So the final result is that when you start your university, you're younger here. It's completely different. So also when you end up your career, you're younger. So that's completely different. Also the educational system is different. We study way more rather than here. We always have weeks of lessons, then you take notes, you manage your time completely different. And once you're done with your lessons, you got a period of stop, you study, and once you're ready, you take your final exam. So
So you don't have like small tests throughout
you
the
might
semester?
have some, but it's not something that you have to. It's up to you.
So there are no midterms?
Sometimes there are. Some classes you can find midterms. Always just 1 midterm, so you got no like intermediate exam.
Right.
So just like 1.5. And it's up to the professor to decide if the midterm will be also in the final exam or if it's just something that you don't need anymore.
Okay, so some information might be repeated in the final.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Could you tell us a bit about the culture back home? Like, how are people different from here?
Okay. Culture is another topic because we are super open-minded.
Okay.
Okay, so we love to hang out, to spend time outside, outdoor. And I've noticed that here people tend to spend way more time indoor, so in their places, to go way more shopping than we do. I know that it might sound different because Italy is the country of shopping or of fashion, but we tend to spend many more time in the outdoor.
You spend more time outdoors?
Yeah, exactly. Like leisure activities, I don't know, we can play tennis outdoor, we can just go for a ride in the park, for a walk in the city center. You call it downtown, not city center. It's European. So also the way that cities are built is different and reflects the culture.
Sure.
So like Roman cities and Italian cities they develop around the city center, so a central square with the church or the basil, and
then they grow out from there.
Exactly. So it's like always like a round shape.
Right.
Here there are just a grid. So with streets that goes like that way and like that way, so you don't really have a place to walk here. Have we also seen in the third Thursday, you have just a big street that it was close to the traffic
Main
for
street.
that day. Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
For us, that is normal.
Milan is a big like shopping city, even in Italy, right?
Yeah, it's the major city for for shopping.
Mm-hmm.
There are two major cities in Italy. There are Milan and Rome.
Mm-hmm.
Then the other ones are smaller in
Okay.
terms of population. Milan has, I think, around 2 million people. I'm not sure of that. Rome it's way more bigger. Yeah, but Milan is pretty strong from that point of view.
Sure.
We got a lot of shopping center. We got a lot of shops. So yeah, fashion is our strength point.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you get a lot of international tourists to Milan? And Italy?
Yeah, we do have, but I think that Milan is not the most tourist crowded city in Italy.
Okay.
No, I don't think so. The city is pretty small. Even if there are many people, it's not so big. If you go to Rome, it's much more bigger.
Sure.
Yeah. So also the city center. I would say that you can spend maybe 3 days in Milan, and then you have pretty much visit wherever you can.
Like everything?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Instead, if you go to Rome, you need a whole year.
Right.
Yeah, there are many more tourist sites to go, like landmarks. So
It's an older city too, right?
yeah, yes, for sure, it's older. Yeah, it's rich of history. And I've also had the confirmation here when I firstly came here that when you ask to someone here, have you ever been to Italy? They always reply, I've been to Venice, to Rome.
Okay.
But just one of two people told me that they have been to Milan.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure that it's not the best. Maybe it's the best, but it's not the first choice for tourists, for American tourists.
If you had to guess, where do you think most international tourists come from that go to Milan?
I would say America, for sure.
Okay.
And I will also say like France, German, like that part of the world. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. I think that if you come from another cultural place, for example, from India,
Sure.
from Asia in general,
Non-Western countries?
you are not attracted from Milan. Okay, we have lots of Chinese people because when you buy brands like Gucci, Prada, in China they are super expensive because of tariffs.
Sure.
And so it's way more cheaper to go in Milan and buy them and return it back to your country.
Okay.
But except from that, I don't think that people goes to Milan for tourism. They just go there to buy stuff.
Sure.
So I would say America and Central Europe. So yeah.
Sure. Are there any like tourist destinations you'd recommend in Milan or elsewhere?
Yeah, I think that my area where I live is full of sites that you can visit when you're a tourist. You can go on the lakes. We got 3 major lakes around. They are all in a 1 hour way from Milan. You can go to the Lake of Como, to the Lake Maggiore. So there are many places. Yeah, we also got lots of nature. Also, all around all the lakes, you can find many places. You can go with your bike. You can do whatever you want. We have many golf courses. So I would definitely say that maybe one of the best places to visit in Italy. It's a little underrated, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you traveled to any other countries besides America?
Yes, this year I've been to Thailand
Okay.
with my family. I've been to Turkey. I've been to France. Never to Germany. I've never been there. So yeah, I'm a traveler. Yeah.
Could you tell us a bit about your experiences abroad?
Oh yes, for sure. This year in May we have been to Thailand. It was a
Okay.
almost 2 weeks trip. We landed in Bangkok and then we moved all the way to north until the border with Laos, Cambodia. So to the Golden Triangle it's called. It was such a great experience. Yeah, super hot, super humid.
Sure.
We are used to humidity in Italy, but nothing compared to Thailand.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite destination that you've seen?
I was really obsessed with the United States before coming here. I've only been once before coming here to the United States. I went to New York and Boston in the same trip.
Okay.
On vacation. It was on holiday of Christmas period.
Sure.
Super cold.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, I think that United States are still one of my favorite places in the world. yeah, there are lots of diversity, but at the same time, I'm really attracted by your cultures. You know, your
Sure.
values.
I'm not American.
You're not, but I know that you would like to.
All right.
So yeah, America is one of the places to be. Yeah, I would also love to go to Japan.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, it's completely different, but I love Japanese food, so I would really love to try the real one.
Well, speaking of food, do you have any favorite foods from back home?
Yeah, of course, I'm Italian, so I love pizza. I try to eat pizza as much as I can.
Sure.
The,
Everyone should.
yeah, yeah, it's like yeah, it's compulsory. After that, pasta, every kind of pasta. It's such, yeah. I've noticed that here people consider pasta as a side dish. It's not a main
Yeah,
dish.
yeah, that's true.
So also when you go to the cafe and you ask for pasta, they just serve you a small amount. Even if you ask more, it's just a small amount. And I think it's wrong because people here eat way more fried food than they should do, and it's not healthy.
Right, of course.
So I would recommend to eat more pasta and less fried food.
Sure.
Except from that, I love lasagna. So every kind of meat with pasta is great. Every kind of shredded meat with pasta is super fine. Also like lasagna, pasta with ragu.
Right.
So every kind of those type of things. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite American food?
I think the sloppy joes are pretty good.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, and also boneless chicken wings.
Okay.
Yeah, with honey BBQ.
Barbecue sauce.
Yeah,
Sure.
I think that BBQ sauce is the valuable things in the United States. It's the best things that you can find here.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what's dinner time back home? Like, do families eat together? Is it a big thing?
Yeah, we usually use the dinner time as a period to spend time together. So we talk about how was the day, what you have done during your time, free time. So we use that time also to organize our free time together. So about ideas or what we can do in the weekend.
Sure.
So yeah, I think it's maybe the most important period of the day. We spend maybe an hour for dinner.
Sure.
Always lunch is always shorter.
Right.
Because you are in a hurry, you need to work, you need to study, so it's difficult to meet all the members of the family at lunch. But when dinner times comes, we always try to place away our phones.
Sure.
And just talk with people.
Okay.
So stay together, stay connected with the focus of the dinner. So spending time with people that you love.
About what time of the day do you eat dinner?
We usually have dinner about 8:30
p.m.
Yeah, usually, yeah. During summer period when you spend way more time outdoor, we tend to move the dinner later.
Okay.
Okay, so around like 9. I don't say that we eat later than 8:39. Yeah, that is the usual time that we have dinner. During winter, the situation is pretty different because when you work and you're tired, you just want to relax. So
Sure.
you might reduce the time that you spend together. So maybe like 8, but we never have dinner at times like here. So 7, 5, never. That's maybe the biggest cultural shock in the United States.
Okay.
I've noticed that here you can manage your time in a way that is not. I will never get used to that time.
What do you mean?
I mean that back home, my day is before dinner. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So after dinner, you just relax,
Well,
and the
it
day
would
is
have
over.
to be because it's so late.
Exactly, and the day is over. Here, if you are used to that mentality that you do not do anything after dinner, but it's like 8 p.m., you got 5 more hours to stay awake, and the day becomes super long, you know.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear. Please stay tuned. We're going to take a short commercial break, and then Pietro and Window on the World will be right back. We're back, and if you're just joining us, we're here today with Pietro Pettinati from Italy. So we've talked a bit about your experiences here and how they compare to back home. Could you tell us a bit more about your home country? Like, are there any celebrities that people in America might know from Italy?
Yeah, for sure. Nowadays, I think that everyone here knows Yannick Sinner, which is the number one tennis player in the world, in the top ranking in the world. He's become so famous in the last few years. His career was going so fast that now it's become like mainstream everywhere. I played tennis when I was a child. Now I moved to something different, but I think that having someone that represents your country worldwide is always meaningful. Currently, is the number one in the world.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe now is second. I'm not really into tennis, but it should still be the first one.
Sure.
Yeah. We also have everyone knows Bocelli, which is a
Andrea
famous
Bocelli.
lyric singer. Is blind, so we also have Pavarotti, Luciano Pavarotti.
What about like religion? Are people religious in Italy?
Yes, we are religion, but our religion is not like here. I've noticed that here you got different kind of religion.
Sure.
And everyone is completely different from the other one, and you got like different beliefs. We just have one main religion
Right.
that is believed in the whole country. There are no differences around regions, cities. It's just one main. Here you got like Baptist, you got Lutheran, you got many.
Right.
I will never say that it's better or worse. It's not up to me, but it's just like one of the main cultural shock that you can find and you can experience when you move from Italy to here. We are the home country of the Christian religion worldwide because we have the Pope.
Right.
And especially when it's now it's American. So my idea before coming here was that everyone was super attracted by the Pope right now, but I've just realized that many religions here don't even believe in the Pope.
Right.
So, yeah, that's something that I didn't expect that.
So people in Italy would be Catholics.
Yes, we are.
Are they observant? Like, do they go to church?
Young generation tends to go less to church than their parents. But it's still something that is really meaningful in the life of an Italian person. We tend to go to like special events, for example, weddings and Christmas, for example, during the main holidays.
Right.
We always go to church. But I will never say that it's something that new generation love to. It's something that we feel as we are forced to go to church because everyone used to be super religious.
Sure.
So it's some sort of rebellion. I mean, with current times going on, we believe more in like rational things, so less in the irrational. We tend to be more skeptical about what is like considered hypothetical. So I personally go to church maybe once a year, and also my friends does the same. So, yeah.
You mentioned Christmas and weddings and things like that. Like, what kind of holidays do you celebrate in Italy, and like, are they different from here?
I think that we have the major one in common. For example, Christmas, Easter. We do not have Thanksgiving. Also Halloween, we do have Halloween, but it's called in another way. The meaning is pretty much the same. It's way more closer to the one that they celebrate in Mexico, so like Los Días de los Muertos. Basically, it's just like a holiday when you go to your close parents that are not anymore here alive, and you try to remind them.
Oh,
so
okay,
it's
sure.
a form of respect,
Yeah, it's called All Hallows Eve here.
Okay,
I think it's the day after or before Halloween.
Halloween, yeah.
Something like that.
Yes. So we are not really into the celebration of Halloween with fancy dresses.
Right.
Young generations again try to be more connected with America, so they try to imitate people here
Right.
with like their celebrations. So they do trick or treat, but when I was a child, it wasn't so popular, you know.
Easter here in America, people like hide chocolate eggs and things like that. Do they do that in Italy?
No, we don't. We just I think that from a religion point of view, is the most important holiday that we have in
Well,
Italy.
yeah, it's the same here.
Exactly. So people tend to stay with their family. We eat a lot during that day. We eat turkey. We eat sometimes. We usually eat meat, and we spend the whole day with our family. So we don't go outside. We don't do many activities. So we don't hide chocolate. We
Right.
just stay together. We have also chocolate eggs. Sometimes people make custom eggs with like surprises in
Right.
it.
Yeah.
But usually we just buy them and for eating chocolate.
Sure.
It's not the main purpose is not like the gift itself.
Yeah. We've talked a bit about tennis. Like, what other sports are big in Italy?
The main sport is soccer,
Sure.
football, and Europe in general is super strong with football. People go crazy with football in Italy. It's like a cult, you know.
Right.
Especially in Milan, we got two teams. We got Inter, we got Milan. So when there are competition between the same inside the same city,
Okay.
it's called derby, and so it's like Inter against Milan, and people literally stop their day. They just go to the stadium to watch
To watch the game.
Yeah, exactly. We also have tennis. We are really strong with tennis. People love tennis. It's something that you can practice the whole year. So during summer you can stay outdoor. During winter, we stay in like indoor facilities. And we also have swimmings. People love to swim in Italy. We got lots of seaside places. So like you can go on the lake. You can go wherever you want on the coast. So we swim a lot. And we also play golf. I play golf personally, and I've noticed that in the last year it's becoming more and more popular.
In Italy?
Yeah, because we got lots of places where you can practice. So driving range, we got many courses around my area. So around Milan, in an hour with your car, you can reach 50, 60 golf courses. It's
Okay,
becoming
really?
super popular, but it's just courses are always private. We do not have public courses.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a pretty expensive sport.
Sure.
Yeah.
Weather-wise, like, how does it change from season to season?
I would say that the weather is pretty similar to the one that you have here
Here in Joplin?
Missouri. Yeah, our summer is super hot. It's way more humid than here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we have way more water than you have,
Sure.
so it's a natural consequence of it. The temperature is always high. During summer we range between 30, 35 Celsius, so it's around 95 Fahrenheit, I would say. Summer is tough, yeah. When the falls comes in, we usually the temperatures are always lower, lots of rain. So it's a pretty boring period, but colors are wonderful. So the nature is the best period of the
A lot of red leaves and things like that?
Exactly. Winter, it used to snow more in the last few years because of like pollution, stuff like that. It's way more likely that it's heavy raining, but not snowing. Sometimes when snows appear, it's a complete disaster because cities are not anymore prepared for So like public transportation stops for the whole day. It's always complicated to manage the situation. So we don't really like when snows appear during winter. But if you move up north, so towards the Alps, you can find always a bunch of snow.
Sure. You mentioned the public transport system. Is that more extensive than here, would you say?
Yeah, for sure. We got subway, we got buses, we got trains, airplanes. I would say that airplanes here are better because you got way more regional airports than we do.
Sure.
So if you want to travel from one side of the country to the other, you can easily take a plane. We usually drive or we use trains. You drive way more than we do.
Sure.
People tend to have high mileages on their car, so that's something that we are not used to because our country is super tiny. It's super long,
Right.
but if you want to travel from one side to the other, it doesn't take you so long. So we usually use trains, and when you move around the city center, you use buses and subways usually.
Sure.
And it's super smart because you can just walk around, you just forget about your cars, and it's, yeah,
Right.
everything is well linked.
What about politics? Like here in America, politics are often a hot button issue, right? And how is it in Italy? Are young people involved with politics?
New generation are more involved in politics than, for example, my generation. So I've noticed that people that are maybe a couple of years younger than me tend to be more into politics than I do, or than my generation does. But like my parents and their generation were the one that formed the political system in our country. So everyone is super connected to politics. They always stay informed. They always read news articles, and I would say there is always a spicy topic.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're moving towards the end of the interview here. What made you choose MSSU of all places?
It was a random choice, actually. It wasn't my first choice, not my last one. I had to make a list with around 10, 12 American university.
Okay.
And my selection were moved by some criterias. For example, whether I didn't want to stay in a place that it was super cold in the winter,
Right.
especially because the fall semester tends to be more colder than the spring one. So my first selection was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and my idea was that that place didn't reflect my goals. You know, like social life was pretty absent because it's always like indoor. So American people already stay a lot of time indoor.
Right, and then make it cold.
Exactly.
They're gonna stay indoor even
Doesn't
more.
help.
Sure.
I selected some university on the other coast, so on the west coast, for example, like in San Francisco,
Right.
in that area. Then it was a random choice because I won a slot in a program that is called ISEP, and then they select me to come in here.
Okay.
So that's why I'm here.
Sure. Well, Pietro, it's been great having you on the show. Thank you so much for coming. That wraps this edition of Window on the World. Stay tuned for more great shows here at KGCS. I have been your host, Kevin Ekberg. Thank you for watching, and good night.